Hi friends, welcome to Guru Gyanam. It's all about home science and today's topic is dietary pattern during adolescence. It's part 3 of food, nutrition, health and fitness. It's part 1 that was about food, what is nutrition, different types of nutrients, what is health, what is fitness, the benefits of fitness, and part 2 that was about balanced diet, food pyramid, different food groups and recommended dietary allowances. So you must watch its part 1 and part 2. Diet eating pattern during adolescence. You all are in your adolescent age. What is your eating pattern? Just take a look. Healthy eating is a vital for teenagers' health and well-being. The nutritional needs of adolescents vary tremendously but generally increase due to a rapid growth and changes in body composition that occurs during puberty. Adequate nutrition is vital for ensuring overall emotional and physical health. And good eating habits help to prevent chronic illness in future, including obesity, heart diseases, cancer, and diabetes. Clear? Now some food facts about adolescent. Studies of nutrients intake have shown that adolescents are likely to obtain less vitamin A, thiamine, iron and calcium than recommended. They also ingest more fat, sugar, protein and sodium than is currently through be optimal because they prefer to eat fast food, packaged food. The habit of eating between meals, it has been shown that teenagers obtain sustained nourishment from food eaten outside of the traditional meals. The choice of food they make is of greater importance than the time or place of eating. Emphasis should be placed on fresh vegetables and fruits as well as whole grain products to complement the food high in energy value and protein that they commonly choose. So, it is important to understand diet patterns, evaluate nutritional adequacy of diet and ensure that they meet the minimum requirement for good health and well-being. Irregular or skipping meals, frequent consumption of fast food, avoiding fruits and vegetables, snacking frequently, and dieting are some of the most common eating eating habit that is odd of adolescents. These issues have to be kept in mind to fulfill minimum nutritional requirement of an adolescent. So now just take a look on eating behavior during adolescent. The most common features of eating behavior of adolescent includes irregular meals and skipping meals. Reflecting the growing needs for independence and the time away from home, girls are found to skip the evening meal as well as breakfast and lunch more often than boys, leading to nutrient deficiency. It leads when they skip their meals, then this leads to deficiency of different nutrients that may cause illness. Then other one is neglecting breakfast. Breakfast is generally neglected by most of the teenagers and young adults under the age of 25. The most common reason is due to the lack of time, dieting, lack of appetite. Girls are more apt to miss breakfast than the boys is the pursuit of thinness and frequent attempts at dieting. So skipping breakfast can slow your metabolism, contributing to weight gain and poor performance. So it doesn't mean if you skip or neglect your breakfast तो आप स्लिम हो जाओगे बट इसका एडवर्स इफेक्ट पड़ता है कि आपका मेटाबॉलिज्म स्लो हो जाता है, दैट कंट्रीब्यूट टू वेट गेन एंड पुअर परफॉर्मेंस, isn't it? Then next one is snacking. Snacking is probably a survival technique for teens, can help to maintain energy levels, particularly in active and growing adolescents. क्योंकि maximum of time you are skipping your meals, you neglecting your meals, so snacking is a survival technique. Clear? So snacking can actually be beneficial to ensure adequate intake of essential nutrients. Surviving only on snacks is harmful to health. If you are only surviving on chips, pakoras and all, then it is very harmful to your health. For a time being, you can take these snacks. Okay. Then next one is fast food. Fast food refers to food that can be prepared and served quickly. Most of the fast food are often packed with fat and empty calories, but very popular among adolescents for several reasons, such as fast foods are relatively inexpensive and offer socially acceptable choices. Clear? So 80% of population will stay overweight as adults because they prefer to eat fast food. Fast food can be eaten outside the restaurant and it has a busy schedule. Busy schedule bhi hai. You can easily eat fast food. Service is fast food and decision making is quick because of limited option. Fast food restaurants offer a social setting with an informal, comfortable atmosphere. So teens believe in the fashionable, that it is fashionable and this is in. So it may cause, the next one is obesity. Obesity is becoming a crucial problem among adolescents. Intervention is needed to maintain ideal body weight among the entire population. Risk for many medical problems including diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol and sleep apnea, that is a sleeping disorder, is caused by obesity. And last one is disordered eating. Refusal to eat or excess eating. Stress and boredom often result in the compulsive eating called binging. So some nutritional limitation of fast foods. Calcium, riboflavin, vitamin A are low unless मिल्क और मिल्क शेक इज ऑर्डर. जब तक आप अपने फास्ट फूड के साथ मिल्क एंड मिल्क शेक ऑर्डर नहीं करते हैं, दैन कैल्शियम, राइबोफ्लेविन, विटामिन ए, आयरन इज डेफिशिएंट. फॉलिक acid and fiber, there are few fast food sources of these key factors. Fat, the percentage of energy from the fat is high in many meal combination. Either you take chole bhature, you take burger and cold drink, so many combination is fat rich. The sodium content of fast food meals is high, which is not desirable. Energy, common meal combination contains excessive energy when compared with the amounts of their nutrients provided. If you take burger, either it is filled with tomato, onion, cucumber, lettuce, but the nutrients you got from that small quantity of these is very less in comparison to the oil, the fat, the cheese, which have more fat. Fast food are acceptable nutritionally when they are consumed judiciously as a part of well-balanced diet. Food intake pattern of teenagers affect their health in later life. You can make your fast food meals nutritionally acceptable by choosing fresh fruits and salads, as a side dish instead of fried items. Take juice or milk instead of soft drink. Order grilled item instead of fried items. And order South Indian snacks at their fermented food combination, which are more nutritious than the other Western counterparts. And avoid supersizing meals even if they are economical, like burger with extra cheese, french fries and all. Now, modifying diet related behavior. A central issue in adolescence is to establish of identity. During adolescence, an individual begins to question authority and tries to establish his or her status. So, eating behavior is one of the medium through which they express individuality. Food choices convey strong messages about her individual identity to friends, family, and outside world. So, adolescents can modify their own behavior and adapt healthy dietary practices by following a few simple steps. What are these steps? Just take a look. By limiting television viewing. One should not spend more than 1 to 2 hours per day in watching television, playing video games or using computer. Watching television does not use up calories and leads to overeating or undereating. Next one is healthy eating habits. Eat 3 balanced meals of average size each day along with 2 nutritional snacks. Do not skip your any meal. The next one is snacks. Snacks should be limited to 2 each day and should have less calories, such as raw fruits or vegetables. Avoid high calorie or high fat snacks such as potato chips, pastries, fried fruit like pakoras, etc. Then plenty of drinking water. Drinking at least 4 to 6 glasses of water each day. Drinking water before meals is a good habit because it has no calorie and create a feeling of fullness that prevents overeating. Avoid drinking soft drinks and processed fruit in excess as they have very high in energy. That is 150 to 170 calorie per serving. Then diet journal. Adolescents should keep a weekly record of food and beverages intake and also of the amount of time spent in watching television, playing videos and all. Next one is exercise. Regular exercise and participating in sports also helps to keep activity levels high and maintains fitness. There is some suggestions for you to increase your physical activities, that regularly go out for a walk or a bicycle ride. Try to use stairs instead of lift and exercise regularly for about 20 to 30 minutes or 3 to times a week. Walking, jogging, swimming or bike riding is also a good option. Sports such as rope skipping, volleyball, football, badminton and doing yoga is also advisable for all ages. And last one is substance use and abuse. Substance use and abuse in adolescent is a major public health problem and concern. Tobacco, alcohol and other addictive drugs are some of the most common substance abused by adolescents. Drugs and alcohol's abuse has a very harmful effect on nutrition and health status of adolescent. So we must avoid these addicted foods. Now, lifestyle of rural and urban area. What is the difference between the lifestyle? That is, rural environment would be different from urban environment. Rural girls and boys are often engaged in many agricultural tasks, helping their parents to enterprise such as poultry keeping, cattle rearing and beekeeping. Boys may help in farming, looks after their younger siblings as well as cooking and cleaning, while the parents are livelihood. Then there are the task of collecting fodder for the cattle, firewood and water. Girls and boys' energy and protein needs will be higher because they work a lot. The chances of adolescents being malnourished are therefore very high in rural areas among the poorer communities. Girls are known to be anemic, that is low iron in blood, and require iron rich food to be healthy. Nutritional awareness programs are very effective in addressing anemia. Adolescents from rich families in rural areas would face many of the same problems as those in urban areas in the higher income group. They would tend to be sedentary and enjoy rich food having plenty of fat and carbohydrates. So they also be the sufferer of obesity. Now some factors that influencing eating behavior. The key factor of eating is hunger, but what we choose to eat is not determined only by psychological or nutritional need. The formation of eating habits is a complex process that involves several internal, external, social, psychological and religious factors. So just take a look on the factor that influence eating behavior. That is there is two type factor. One is personal factor and another is external factor. Personal factors: from an early age, taste and familiarity influence behavior towards food. So there is a psychological need and characteristics that affect eating behavior: body image and self-concept, value and beliefs, food preferences, psychological development and health. Clear? So taste preferences and food develop through experiences and influenced by our attitude, beliefs and expectation. These are the personal factors that influence the eating behavior, be influenced by your beliefs or values. There are many have their own food preferences. They prefer to eat that foods. Then there is some external factor also, that is family characteristics, parenting practices, peers, social and culture, norms and values, media, fast food and fats, food fats and nutritional knowledge and personal experience. So family characteristics: parents provide food environment and experiences, and family is an important social context where children learn to adopt eating behavior. जो भी आप खाना स्टार्ट करते हैं अपने घर में, whatever you watch, आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, आपके पेरेंट्स कैसे ईट खाना खाते हैं, you adopt that pattern that affect your eating behavior. Another is parenting. Parenting style and practices create the general emotional climate for eating. A relaxed and happy emotional climate helps to develop positive eating behavior, while restrictive parenting leads to unhealthy eating behavior. Peer also influence the eating habits of adolescents the most, as they spend most of their time with them. Social and culture also affect the dietary habits and choices that develop early. Adolescent eating habits are shaped by their parents' view on good health, and which are further shaped by society and culture. Then eating behavior is strongly influenced by social context, that is some norms and values of the family. We eat differently when we are with our pupil compared with when we eat alone. Next one is mass media. Media is a very powerful force that can strongly influence the lives of teens, as they are vulnerable to advertising and social media. Most food advertising is for confectionery and food and beverages that are high in sugar, fat and salt. So long hours of exposure to television programs also lead to obesity. Next one is availability of fast food and food fats. Teenagers prefer fast food because of convenience, easy availability, good taste, and to gain popularity in the peer group and busy schedule. Next one is food fats. Many teenagers start following food fads that are in fashion at a given time. That is food myths, not based on fact. For example, keto diet, no carb diet, vegan diet, crash diet, etc. Then nutritional knowledge and personal experience that also affect the eating behavior. What do your knowledge about nutrients? Example, many girls skip breakfast to lose weight. That is their only knowledge, that is skipping breakfast they can be slim. And personal experience, emotional influences strongly affect food choices. Moods and emotions affect appetite of adolescent. Now, eating disorder at adolescent. Adolescent is associated with rapid physical growth and body image development. Eating disorders are of special concern at this time. These changes intensify associated self-esteem problem, that is anorexia nervosa and bulimia, the most two common eating disorder at adolescent age. Just take a look on these two disorders. First one is anorexia nervosa, often simply called anorexia, an eating disorder characterized by an abnormally low body weight, an intense fear of gaining weight, and a distorted perception of weight. People with anorexia place a high value on controlling their weight and shape, using extreme efforts that tend to significantly interfere with their lives. Anorexia nervosa is a serious psychological condition and a potentially life-threatening eating disorder. However, with the right treatment, recovery is possible. Clear? Now, just take a look on the symptoms. Extreme weight loss or not making expected development weight gain. Thin appearance, abnormal blood counts, fatigue, insomnia, dizziness and fainting, bluish discoloration of the fingers, hair that thins, breaks or falls out, soft down hair covering the body, and absence of menstruation. These are the symptoms of anorexia nervosa. You just take a look on this picture. Teary eyes, yellow skin, hypotension, abdominal distension. These are also the symptom of anorexia. What are the causes of anorexia? The exact cause cannot be known. As with many diseases, it probably a combination of biological, psychological and environmental factor. What is biological factor? Although it is not yet clear which genes are involved, these may be genetic changes that make some people at higher risk of developing anorexia. Some people may have a genetic tendency towards perfectionism, sensitivity and perseverance, all traits associated with anorexia. Psychologically, some people with anorexia may have obsessive compulsive personality traits that make it easier to stick to strict diets and forego food despite being hungry. They may have an extreme drive for perfectionism, which causes them to think they are never thin enough. Then next one is environmental. Modern Western culture emphasizes thinness. Everyone wants zero figure. So success and worth are often equated with being thin. Peer pressure may help fuel the desire to be thin, particularly among young girls. So basically, these are the causes of anorexia nervosa. What will the ill effect of anorexia? The physical effect or physical signs of anorexia: food deprivation has a range of physical effects as body struggles to cope with insufficient nutrients and calories. Anorexia sufferer can suffer from some or all of the following, that is constipation, dizzy spells and faintness, abdominal pain, muscle weakness, poor circulation resulting in feeling constantly cold, dry, yellow colored skin, early morning waking and disrupted menstrual cycle and do not period at all. The psychological effect, that loss of self-confidence and feeling of isolation and loneliness, complex and depression in long run. So basically anorexia, the adolescent think about the food but they don't want to eat. They cook meals for another and वो कुकिंग से ही अपने आप को सेटिस्फाई करते हैं, उसे खाना प्रेफर नहीं करते हैं और अपनी फूड क्वांटिटी को बहुत लिमिट कर देते हैं. नाउ प्रिवेंशन एंड ट्रीटमेंट. इट कैन बी प्रिवेंटेड. हाउ? Get educated. Start by learning about anorexia, especially the difference between the myths and facts. Talk to her or talk to him. Discuss your worries with her and don't wait until her symptoms become severe. The sooner you talk about it, the sooner she can get help. Get medical help if required. Encourage her to see a primary care doctor or psychiatrist. Give her support. Tell her you love her. People with anorexia often have a hard time trusting others. Praise and compliment. Praise and compliment her. Tell her how wonderful she is and remind her that true beauty comes from inside. It is good for her to hear that someone thinks she is great just the way she is. Build a support network. Share your concern with other people who care about her. The best thing for both of you to have support and be her role model. Eat and exercise in positive ways. She needs to see you practice strong habits. They could inspire her to follow your leads. Now, next eating disorder is bulimia. Bulimia nervosa, commonly called bulimia. Bulimia is another type of eating disorder. Is a serious, potentially life-threatening eating disorder. People with bulimia may secretly binge eating large amount of food with a loss of control over the eating and then purge, trying to get rid of the extra calories in an unhealthy way. So the basic difference between anorexia and bulimia is that in anorexia, the girl or the person who is suffering from anorexia just think about the food but don't eat food. वो खाते ही नहीं हैं, बचते हैं, पार्टीज में जाना प्रेफर नहीं करते हैं, अकेले में रहना पसंद करते हैं. दे कुक फूड एंड वो उसी से सेटिस्फाई होते हैं, खाना नहीं खाते हैं. बट इन बुलीमिया एक्सेसिव ईटिंग करते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा खाते हैं और फिर दे बिकम कॉन्शियस कि हमने बहुत ज़्यादा खा लिया, ज़्यादा कैलोरी ले ली, फिर उसे डिफरेंट तरीके से उसको उस एनर्जी को लॉस करना चाहते हैं, चाहे वो वॉमिटिंग के थ्रू करना चाहते हैं या एक्स्ट्रा कैलोरी एक्स्ट्रा एक्सरसाइज करके बर्न करना चाहते हैं. तो द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन बुलीमिया एंड एनोरेक्सिया इज दिस. व्हाट आर द सिम्टम्स ऑफ बुलीमिया? कॉन्स्टेंटली वरिंग एंड complaining about being fat, having a distorted, excessively negative body image, scars on cuticles, repeatedly eating unusually large quantities of food in one sitting, strict dieting or fasting after binge eating, not wanting to eat in public or in front of others, going to the bathroom right after eating during meals or long periods of time, exercising too much, changing weight, having damaged teeth and gums, swelling in the hand and feet, facial and cheeks, swelling from enlarged glands. So what are the different risk factors? Girls and women are more likely to have bulimia than boys and men are. Bulimia often being in the late teens or early adulthood. The factors that increase your risk of bulimia may include biological factors. People with first degree relatives, sibling, parents, children with an eating disorder may be more likely to develop an eating disorder, suggesting a possible generic links. Being overweight as a child or teen may increase the risk. Next one is psychological and emotional issues. Psychological and emotional problems such as depression and anxiety disorder and substance use disorders are closely linked with eating disorders. People with bulimia may feel negatively about themselves. In some cases, traumatic events and environment stress may be contributing factors. And next one is dieting. People who diet are at higher risk of developing eating disorder. Many people with bulimia severely restrict calories between being episode, which may trigger an urge of again being eat and then purge. Other triggers for being can include stress, poor body, self-image, food and boredom. So what complications occurs with bulimia? There is low self-esteem and poor socialization tendencies, cardiac arrhythmia and low output heart failure, irregularity of menstrual cycles in females, self-harm or suicidal thoughts and tendencies, severe dehydration leading to giddiness, vascular shock and kidney failure, tooth decay and gum problems, substance abuse in the form of alcohol and drugs, and depression. These are the complications with bulimia. But it can be cured, it can be treated. What precaution is required? How to treat bulimia patient? When you have bulimia, you may need several types of treatment, although combining psychotherapy and antidepressants may be the most effective in overcoming the disorder. Cognitive behavioral therapy to help normalize your eating pattern and identify unhealthy negative beliefs and behaviors and replace them with healthy positive ones. Family-based treatment should be given to help parents intervenes to stop their teenager unhealthy eating behavior, to help the teen regain control over her or his eating, and to help the family deal with problems that bulimia can have on teens development and the family. Interpersonal psychotherapy, which address difficulties in your close relationship, helping to improve your communication and problem solving skills. Ask your mental health professionals which psychotherapy he or she will use and what evidence exists that show it is beneficial in treating bulimia. There is some medical treatment. Medication is also given by doctors. Hospitalization, this does not happen often, but with serious cases of bulimia you might be treated in a hospital for short time. Most eating disorder programs offer outpatient treatment. So I think you understand about the eating disorder during adolescence. There is a review question for you. What are the consequences of anorexia nervosa? Question number 2, does media affect the food choices of teens? And question number 3, explain the 2 eating disorders that may arise at adolescent. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Guru Gyanam. I hope you understand this topic. If there is any query, just write in comment box. You will be definitely satisfied. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Comment if you want to comment anything, and yes, don't forget to turn on notification for further updates. Thank you so much.